So this is a thing? I do want to start this video just by saying I really feel it's strange when you see a situation like James Gunn, the director of Guardians of the Galaxy, getting fired for years old tweets, which were extremely disturbing. Personally, I don't think he should have been fired, but ultimately it's up to his boss, which is family-friendly Disney, and they chose to no longer work with Gunn. Now, the reaction to that situation from a lot of people were they were jokes from years ago, people need to stop being so sensitive, these are the real snowflakes, blah 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 blah. But now many of these same people are outraged by a dumb joke that was posted on the Cyberpunk 2077 Twitter account, accusing CD Projekt Red of being transphobes, and some asking for whoever posted the tweet to be terminated. So what is this cruel and harmful tweet, you might ask? Well, it starts with this earlier post of some of the employees at CD Projekt Red just mentioning their social media work that they'll be doing with Gamescom now being here, as CD Projekt Red is attending the event and will be showing or discussing more details on Cyberpunk 2077. Anyway, a Twitter user quoted this tweet and said, "I want more guys," in which the official Cyberpunk 2077 account responded and they said, "Did you just assume their gender?" Which that's when the outrage began over that joke. Personally, I will say maybe it's not the best joke on an official account, but the reaction, or I should say overreaction, is extremely interesting. No matter what, this is not a good joke, but that's all it really is. Although apparently it's not, as many took this to offense, with many attributing this joke as mocking transgender people, which personally I've had the joke told to me before when I was younger, and I almost never took it that way, so I can kind of understand Polish developers or people that don't speak English first not understanding that there's more than one meaning to a joke like that. But yeah, right now, there are numerous people out to destroy Cyberpunk 2077 for this tweet, with many saying they will now boycott the game over this transphobic tweet. You have Ryan Brown, I guess he writes on gaming sites, saying, "I'm gonna give you the benefit of the doubt that maybe you didn't realize that's a transphobic meme, but that's maybe not the message you want to give off for your Cyberpunk game. It's pretty weak PR." Then you have Austin Walker, editor-in-chief of Vice Waypoint, saying, "Y'all heard how excited I was for Cyberpunk 2077 after seeing the demo, but all that good will keep being chipped away because of shat like this. This doesn't just reflect poorly, this isn't just about alienating your consumers, it's effing gross, lazy, and dehumanizing. Do better." Although just an FYI, Vice Waypoint is also the same site who previously wrote an article which sounded almost like a threat to CD Projekt Red, the article being titled "CD Projekt Red Won't Commit to Gender Fluidity in Cyberpunk 2077 Yet." And it leaves off with a downvoted Reddit post which said, "Personally, as a gender fluid pansexual, this is a hugely important topic and selling point for me. I do hope they think about incorporating this into the game, not just for realism, but in order to prove they are a truly progressive company who wants to move with the times." But if you actually go to the Reddit thread, almost all the comments left were people saying that you could simply roleplay the game that way with V. Like I said before, the reaction has been bonkers. You have people saying, "Honestly, Witcher 3 was such a sexist trash pile, I'm surprised that people didn't realize that Cyberpunk 2077 has the potential to also be a problematic trash pile. I feel like I'm one of the only persons in the world that could see how problematic that frickin' game was." And then also, "Amazing how typing an assume your gender joke has completely changed the people who will buy Cyberpunk 2077. From cool queer people to nerds who will buy it to own the libs in a matter of minutes. Enjoy pandering to the literal worst group, I guess. And also, let's list off what I know about that Cyberpunk game. The devs have no idea what Cyberpunk is. Gross ass transphobic comment on their account. Yeah, F Cyberpunk 2077. Then going back to Ryan Brown, you know, the guy who writes about games, I guess, he adds, "Twist, Cyberpunk 2077 is actually the least Cyberpunk game ever." I also took a gander onto the Reset Era forums post on this, and hell, people simply saying they don't see why this is being blown up or getting banned left and right. Talk about some major censorship. But yeah, this is just a needle in the haystack to the criticism being thrown CD Projekt Red's way. But I'm going to guess the Polish game developers didn't know this phrase had an insulting meaning behind it. Also, somebody from the social media team saying a bad joke means the game will be the least cyberpunk is also a very ignorant and subjective comment, which I kind of find weird coming from somebody who writes about games. Anyway, more than likely CD Projekt Red will apologize and hopefully people move on because it's simply just a bad joke. Also, let me elaborate what I mean by joke, because I know someone will be in the comments telling me that this isn't a joke but simply an insult and offensive. For many people it is that way. But if you're telling me a Polish game developer who probably knows English as a second language knows that, I'm not entirely sure. But I don't think CD Projekt Red is some hateful company that has a secret agenda. This was a mistake, and if you're using this for a reason why you're not interested anymore in Cyberpunk 2077,
bye, have a great time.
Anyway, what do you make of this mess? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below, but thank you for watching. Make sure to leave a like if you did enjoy this video or found any informative value, and consider subscribing for more videos like this, and I'll see you later.